Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The Steelers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
Off the play fake, Douglas. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Off play action, Douglas. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they...
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Off the play fake, Douglas. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom. Number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot. Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one... comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Douglas. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Harris running straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, Douglas. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. Douglas work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Looking to throw. Douglas. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Douglas. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Douglas. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second. Final shot before break. Douglas, flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Rashad White, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Matthew Stafford, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guy
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they...
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Off play action. Douglas. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. Looking to throw. Douglas. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may give more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Douglas eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a...
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Douglas has taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Douglas. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomped. Down. How about that? Back-to-back. Completions, they are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. This is a unit that... They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Douglas. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They run with Harris. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run again with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A give to Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 25 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
To throw on second down. Douglas. Pickens on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You talk about this Chiefs defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. They're facing the early deficit here after he threw the interception on the previous drive. So he'll try to make amends here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Douglas. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Douglas. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. This is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Harris. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Douglas flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Back to throw. Douglas. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Douglas. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The play fake. Douglas sliding out of the pocket. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll run again with Harris. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On the ground, it's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 42. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Douglas. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. How about that? Their quarterback is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in. He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Douglas. Complete. It's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off play action. Douglas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man. And
now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Douglas. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 3rd down. Douglas. Flush to his right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game. Throwing on 1st down, Douglas. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Douglas. That is caught by Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking to throw. Douglas. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. Najee Harris. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And we talked earlier in those first couple of weeks about how he fits in with this new offense. He's insisted he could be the lead guy. He just needs the carries to prove it. And he's certainly gotten some looks here early, and he's taking advantage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. With Harris out of the shotgun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Douglas. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Douglas eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime pack.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On first down, Douglas. Austin brings in the quick throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Douglas got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. Down just shy of midfield. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 70 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Come the Steelers. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago. So they'll be looking. running to start the drive. Douglas. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Jennings coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw over the middle taken in. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake. Douglas. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Harris. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to... What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals.
So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year. Throwing to start the drive, Douglas. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Douglas. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 88 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Douglas. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Operating from the gun, Douglas completes this one to Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They run with Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So they accept the penalty. Course and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw on second down. Douglas. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Douglas. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Operating from the gun, Douglas, flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Throwing on 1st down, Douglas. Quick completion here to Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Douglas eluding the pressure right. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
This is Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
To throw on 2nd down, Douglas. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His first. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 3rd down, Douglas completes it to Austin. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Douglas. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Douglas flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Douglas. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Shoves him away.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down, Douglas finds Pickens outright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw, Douglas. And he finds Austin complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Douglas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right...
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. On first down, Douglas. Finding Pickens once again. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Operating from the gun, Douglas. It fights him off. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw, Douglas. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Here's Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Douglas. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Douglas. Eluding the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So now the Steelers down 27-24. A minute 38 to go. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game to come up with that interception. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no